Welcome to our top and bottom 7 items. Yeah, 7.
7?
Yeah, 7.
Wow.
Of the EPCOT International Flower and Garden Festival 2026. We just completed our, I think we did 53 or 56 totally new items today, or
it was a
not
lot.
Totally new, but new or updated.
I think it was about 60
items today, somewhere in that zone. We did a lot. If you want to watch a review of all 60 of those items, head on over to WDWNT POV. That's the channel you want to watch for that. But here on this channel, we're going to just give you the highlights, the top 7 and the bottom 7. So the best and the worst of the EPCOT International Flower and Garden Festival 2026. We're going to begin at the trowel and trellis with the miso cola glazed sticky pork ribs, topped with spicy pickled peppers and peanuts. This was a fantastic dish. I couldn't believe the rib itself was a little dry, but it was saved by all the accompaniments. It was sweet and yet spicy. The peanuts worked really well with the Asian style sauce. This is one of the best items I've had in a while as far as the savory is concerned. And I hate ribs. I hate ribs. I don't eat them ever. And I will have this again.
Is that because you had braces before? The ribs were probably really bad.
Even before braces. Yeah. I came from New York.
Yeah.
You're from Kansas City. Yeah. You know what ribs are.
Yeah.
You know, we know what bagels and pizza are.
Yeah.
And so I'm real judgy about that, but there were no good ribs in New York, so I don't like ribs.
Yeah, I don't really love when they're super sticky, but these were, I had a taste of these when you and Nick were done reviewing it, and these were fantastic.
Yeah. Cool.
Next up, you like the honeycomb bowl with rip.
This is the worst one for you to read. I'll do this one, you do the next two. How about
okay,
that?
how about that?
At the Honey Bistro, there's the honeycomb bowl, which is with quinoa, honey whipped goat cheese, poached apples, and hot honey cauliflower topped with honey tule or tulle. I don't even know what that word is, but it's like a decorative sugary piece. Yeah, you can't read this one.
I wasn't on that. I wasn't there.
Anyway.
I came back and you guys are eating everything. No, I had a bite.
Wouldn't eat
it wasn't great.
This is the best, one of the best healthy dishes I've ever seen at any festival. So just quinoa and this spiced cauliflower, and really well done in the goat cheese, and just fantastic, and a dish you don't feel bad about. If you want to go to the festival with people and not overdo it, this is or to balance out maybe some desserts. Maybe you're going to get some of the desserts we're going to talk about, like funnel cake. You know it's on here. It's always on here. Maybe there's a good way to even it out.
Yep. That was great. Also, I was gone for the frozen peach cobbler. I think that's when I was getting your sticky ribs. And the short, boy, we're doing great.
You didn't try this? This was amazing.
No, it was good. You guys destroyed it.
Anyway, next up is also from Honey Bistro, the frozen peach cobbler with blueberry vodka and streusel. This is a magnificent item. This is my favorite alcoholic item at the entire festival this year.
Wow.
A must get. It tastes like you're eating a pie with a scoop of ice cream and vodka. A scoop of vodka. It's phenomenal. Love it.
Florida Fresh had the Florida strawberry shortcake with vanilla pound cake, fresh Driscoll strawberry sauce, whipped cream, and strawberry crumbs. I know you guys were just so happy eating this. It was
really great.
Yeah,
fresh strawberries. So many fresh strawberries.
It caused Tom to even think about the strawberry shortcake at Hoop-de-Doo review.
It's still not Hoop.
It's not quite that level, but for a festival item, really, really great. Fleur-de-lis had a number of things that we really thought highly of. This is in France. We thought really highly of them. But La Vie en Rose slush, it was vodka, Grey Goose, L'Orange vodka, Saint Germain elderflower liqueur, which was in half the drinks in this festival, and white and red cranberry juices. This really worked. I think everybody that tasted this thought this was a home run. If not for the previous cocktail, this would have been the winner probably for best cocktail of the festival. I know that people love to get the slushies when they're in France, and this is no exception. This is a must-get item.
This is going to be as viral. Vodka. Yeah. It's going to be as viral as those existing ones, and it's the same price. It's the same amount. It's not a small festival portion, so it's going to do the trick really well. But a more floral take on one of those slushies, but citrus and floral. Really good.
Yeah. Funnel cake. Look, Banana Foster's funnel cake at the funnel cake stand. I say it every festival. They never miss.
Has the funnel cake stand ever not made the top 7?
I think we had a 6 in the last festival, the one before, instead of a 7.
Oh,
the funnel cake basically is the assassin of every festival, where it always gets its man, never misses. Nana could barely contain herself eating this banana ice cream, banana chocolate chip ice cream and powdered sugar, topped with whipped cream, rum caramel sauce, and a banana cinnamon sugar dusting. You know very well that I love banana ice cream. Even though it's the soft serve
From the
on Disney Cruise
Line,
Line,
I know.
This was an amazing ice cream. I was filming Nana and Jason while they ate this, and I had to, or it might have been Nick, I think it was Nana and Jason, and I'm reaching across the camera eating it because it was so good.
I didn't get to try this. I now have to go back and try this.
My only critique is that most of the time, this is a huge portion, and the portion was a little smaller today. I mean, probably the same size. We just didn't get as much ice cream as maybe the group would have liked.
But always a win. Magnolia Terrace has a shrimp po' boy with lettuce, tomato, and Cajun remoulade. I know Nana and Jason had this, and they really, really loved it. So this is a strong contender, and I think a strong contender for maybe the pickier eaters who are afraid of some of the international dishes. This is in the America Pavilion, the American Adventure Pavilion, and so this is something that's a little more recognizable for some, and we think will be very much enjoyed.
Crowd pleaser. Two more. We're going to get into honorable mentions now, right? We can only pick 7 for the top 7. Honorable mention, Fleur de Lis had 2 more items on the honorable mention.
It this year.
Oh boy. The tarte aux oignons caramelized onion, sorry, Duolingo. I'll hook up with you after the show.
We'll get you ready for your trip to Paris in 2 weeks.
But yeah, it was caramelized onions on a flaky pastry crust topped with bacon. This was fantastic.
That pastry was so buttery and flaky, crunchy. I loved it.
Unbelievable.
Loved it.
Also, the longest name of any item in the festival, the canard confit sauce romarin et champignon gâteau de polenta aux herbes.
La Chateau de la Belle au Bois Dormant. We were done with the name. Sorry.
Pulled duck confit with rosemary, mushroom sauce, and herb polenta corn cake. This could have easily been one of the top 7, but reality states we picked one booth. We can't just put everything from that booth on the list.
Here's the
this is
only
right up
reason.
there.
The only reason we didn't put it in the top 7 really is, not everyone that goes to an EPCOT festival is an adventurous eater. And I know duck, I feel like duck is an acquired taste at times. I love this dish. You loved it. Nick loved it. We loved it overall, but I wanted to make sure. I didn't want to push someone into duck who's like, I've never had duck before.
If you're a
But it's
picky,
a good
if
first
you're a
time to
picky
try it.
eater, I would say the duck is not scary. The duck sometimes can be a little greasy or oily. This was more like turkey. We said it in our review. I
It
think
tasted a bit like turkey today, yeah.
You probably wouldn't know the difference if you ate it.
Yeah.
So I give it a
So
shot.
just lie to your father and tell him it's turkey, like I did.
Give it a shot. The flavors on this are to die for.
I want to talk about Hanami. That's the Japan Pavilion. They have a Japanese curry bread, which is typical of Japanese convenience stores, but this is more like the fresh version you might find downstairs in a Japanese mega department store. But it's golden, crispy, fried bread filled with fragrant Japanese vegetable curry. The vegetable curry is like the best vegetable curry I have ever had. It was spectacular. And around it is a freshly made breading. It just all worked together so well. This is perfect. It is absolutely a snack. It's one of the smaller portions of the best of we have today. So think of it as a little snack to have while you're drinking around the world. And I think as long as you look at it that way, I think it's an awesome snack to have.
Over at Sunshine Seasons, there's the. I want to stop real quick. Sunshine Seasons, I think, had a reputation for being pretty, like putting little effort into festival foods,
any food
as like a year
post-COVID.
ago, right? And they had some kind of boring cookies and stuff like that.
Yeah.
They've started this thing with the themed milkshakes,
The
and
artisanal
they're
milkshakes.
beautiful, they're Instagrammable, and they're delicious. The orange cream milkshake topped with whipped cream, an orange cookie, and citrus macaron. It's non-alcoholic, by the way. Fantastic. I'm sorry you didn't get to. You said by the time you guys got to it, we had gotten most of the flavor out of it, and it was mostly just kind of citrus flavor in the bottom. But I would say, like, I'm a sucker for these milkshakes. This started with that Remy milkshake a couple festivals ago.
that's
We
still
had
my
another.
favorite.
There was another one a couple months
There's
ago.
been a bunch. They're fantastic.
They're
Yeah.
great, fantastic.
Well, we've talked about what's great and fantastic. You know what I like to end on? A negative note.
That's why we're out here in the alley talking
Sorry,
about
we're
the
still in
worst
the
thing.
middle of our studio move until May, so bear with us. But it's time for the bottom 7.
Boom, boom.
Yeah. La Isla Fresca, the ceviche This is shrimp with mango, avocado, cucumber, lime, cilantro, tomato, and jalapeno, served with plantain chips. It just tasted like cilantro. I'm not an anti-cilantro person. I'm not the person that has the gene that it tastes like soap, right? That's the thing. That's never been me.
Looking at you, Lee.
This is the first time in my life I've ever tasted that because it was the only flavor coming through. Despite jalapenos and everything else, I got zero spice from it. The shrimp was well cooked. There's no fishiness to the shrimp. They were tender. They were perfect, but they were overpowered by this cilantro, and it ruined the whole dish, even though you see this fantastic presentation with the coconut roll.
Hanami, they were great with that with the curry bread. However, we didn't really like the Sakura Beauty sake. I had a taste of that when you guys were done. It was not my favorite. Like, I'm not a sake guy, but it just tasted like kind of like
like water.
Yeah, it didn't really taste like
it. Had nothing. It didn't have the power you expect from sake, the burn. You want a little bit of a burn. You want to know you're having sake. Right. But it had no flavor beyond that either. So it wasn't strong nor flavorful. And with either of those things out of the way, I don't know what you're drinking sake for. At that point, it's useless. It's a very small serving as well.
Yeah, not great. All right, everybody's favorite. We love to hate this.
We knew where the bottom 7 was going. It's going to where it always goes.
I don't care what you name it. It's the Italy booth. In this case, Primavera Kitchen. A number of pretty bad things, but one stuck out. And this is the insalata di pasta. It's penne with apple, raisins, scallions, almonds, honey, and lemon dressing, served chilled.
The chilled part isn't the problem. The problem is that this is like a Publix macaroni salad just thrown together and served for way too much money. And it was an incredibly small serving at that for something that it costs so little to put together. So minimal effort compared to so many festival items. This is a particular abomination on behalf of the Italy Pavilion, another one of the horrible atrocities it has performed on us over the years. This is just the latest chapter.
Right. Next up, we're in an alleyway. Am I allowed to say that something pissed me off? Or do we have to edit that out?
That's fine.
This one pissed me off. Refreshment station, Coca-Cola Cherry Float and the Cherry Coke Zero Float. These were just, I saw the menu board had the bottles of Coke on the thing.
Yeah.
It's a Coke
the
location.
The festival passport says new Coke floats.
Right. So I took a picture of that and I'm like, well, what they're going to do is they're going to pour this in with like ice cream or something to make a Coke float. No. They are just giving you these 2 new flavored bottles of Coke for $5.50 a piece.
They're not even the best flavored Cokes or even limited time ones I've ever had.
No.
Not even close.
No, these were junk. In fact, I did prefer the Coke Zero one to the regular Coke one. It was very hot out, so I was willing to drink anything at that point.
But they weren't great.
No, not great.
Besides the fact that we got duped into buying bottled Coca-Cola, they on top of that just weren't good.
Yeah, nothing special going on there.
The Flower Power Margarita. We're now at Jardín de Fiestas. This is Mexico. This is Dolce Vita Blanco Tequila with orange pineapple juice, blackcurrant lavender liqueur, and Empress 1908 gin with a rose petal flower salt rim. I don't know what people see in the Mexico booths ever as far as... We've had some good savory and sweet items over the years. Right. It occasionally happens, not all the time. The margaritas very rarely hit. You've said it many times, they have a medicinal or chloroseptic in particular flavor. This is one of those. And
go to if you want a margarita, look, EPCOT kills it with their margarita game. Go to Choza, or if you have the time and the budget, go on inside to the Cava de Tequila. Do not go to their festival booths.
I'm going to spoil everything for everybody. I'm going to save your time at EPCOT. And if you end up at Disney Springs, there's somewhere you can get the same margaritas, and they're made better because they're made fresh for the same company, Frontera Cocina. Yeah. Go to Frontera Cocina. That avocado margarita, 10 times better at Frontera. Same people, made fresh. Highly recommend.
Yeah, the festival booths, consistently fail with their margaritas, and I apologize because I always want that booth to be good, right? If I have to
Who
go
doesn't
eat,
like Mexican
if I have to go
food?
eat and drink 60 things, I want
Yeah.
them all to be good, and some of them got to come in last, and this is
Mexican
right there at the
cuisine
bottom.
is phenomenal.
Right.
This isn't hard. And margaritas are phenomenal too. It's really not hard.
So then when I was at Trowel and Trellis picking up the sticky ribs that you had, I also got the garden vegetable flatbread featuring boursin crumbles, garlic, and fine herbs, cheese, topped with roasted vegetables and arugula salad. I know you guys hated this.
It didn't work. It was basically a salad on top of pizza. The pizza was kind of old and it sat there a while before we'd even photographed it, because it was sat at our table for 2 minutes. And in 2 minutes, if the cheese on the pizza congealed, that would be insane. That's not what happened. Like this was a older, colder slice of pizza that was then topped with some vegan cheese just thrown on top, some arugula thrown on top, and the arugula wasn't fresh and the cheese wasn't particularly good, and so it failed on all fronts. It's a terrible item. Please don't get it.
This one's your turn because I want to see you pronounce this. But you want me to bail you out because I did ask them how it's pronounced.
I can try. From the Summerfest, it's the Zwiebelkuchen, not Kuchen.
Zwiebelkuchen.
Zwiebelkuchen.
Meat spargel, yeah.
Zwiebelkuchen. They got it?
Mit spargel. Close enough, right? We're not German.
German onion cake with asparagus, caramelized onions, bacon, herbed goat cheese, and a savory custard. Number one, it was warm today.
Yeah.
I don't want to eat this item over 80 degrees.
But this is substantially similar to that tort that we had in France that was so much better.
Yeah.
You know, it
So
was
if you're in the market
delicate,
for this,
right?
that onion tort or onion tart, whatever you want to call it, from France is the way to go. Don't bother with this. It was just onion. It just the onion overpowered the whole thing. It's like we ate just a pile of onion.
All right. Honorable mention for the bottom 7. We have to talk about BrunchCOT because there was an item there that we thought look, I suspect some of the TikTokers and Instagrammers are going to ooh and coo all about this because it's very like photogenic. This is the French toast with cinnamon cereal cream and caramel sauce.
This is the thing I was most excited for.
Right.
Today. I mean, you're telling me you're going to make a cream that tastes like Cinnamon Toast Crunch. You're going to cover this with Cinnamon Toast Crunch. You're going to torch like creme brulee style, torch the French toast with caramelized sugar. And somehow this isn't amazing? What happened?
No, I would say like mostly more than anything what I tasted was burning. And I know like people are going to laugh at that. It's like I took that from The Simpsons. It tastes like burning. And that's what it tastes like. All I tasted was that it had been torched.
It tastes like the worst top of a creme brulee you've ever had put over a mostly untoasted piece of bread, is what I would say.
Yeah. I wouldn't say, I'm not really sure that this is one of the worst items, but I think it's the most disappointing because we were both looking forward to it.
It was a highly sought after item today that did not pan out.
Right. And look, we're ending on a downer, but talking about the things that we did not like. There is a lot to love in the festival this year.
How many honorable mentions did we have for the good ones?
There's only a bunch of there are 3 or 4 honorable mentions for the good ones. Only 1 honorable mention for the bad ones. Look, we could have put the whole Italy booth in there probably if we wanted to be mean, because there was also some other junk there. At the
Don't
Italy
eat
booth.
that arancini either,
or drink the drinks.
The drinks weren't good either.
If you watch us, you already know this. Avoid the Italy
Or
booth.
if you're alive and have been to EPCOT for a festival, you already know this. Yes.
But I would say, in terms of winners, there were more winners in this festival
was a really
than
positive day.
average, right? This is a really
also
good
shout
festival.
out Yacht Grub, the chips with dips, 2 of those 3 dips. The only reason it didn't make it here is one of those dips was very plain, and I think that's because there's a lot of spice and a lot of flavor in those second and third dips.
Yeah.
But overall, I would highly recommend that. And there's so many others I can think of right now that I would tell you. Joffrey's had some real solid entries today for coffee cocktails. There's a lot of this was a very positive day at the festival overall.
If you like Empress Gin and Saint Germain Elderflower Liqueur, this is the festival for you.
The whole event
everywhere.
is for you.
Yeah, that's the whole event.
Yeah.
We had a great time out there. Check out the festival because I think there's a lot of winners. Hopefully this is helpful to you.
Yeah.
And if you like content like this, we don't always do the top and bottom 7, but if you want, let us know in the comments. And if you want to support us, you can always join the WIGS, the WWNT Interglobe Society, patreon.com/WWNT.
And if you like this video, hit that like button and subscribe for more great content, and we'll see you real soon.